Oh my goodness.
So I think last week, so runs help me out, help me out. So I think last time that we played, uh, we were like given the uh, we were given the task to go to Mexico, and basically we were given a task to be gun runners. So we took this task, we start hoofing it. We're over in Mexico. First, the Mexican army comes after us, but then Kit uh, rolls her moves and starts doing a little bit of winking and running
Pulling
her.
American money out of her
That's right.
brassiere.
She's like moving her tongue across her teeth like all those sexy chicks do. Wow. Yeah.
Lifting her skirt a few
That's
times.
right. Oh, am I not being panties?
I'm sorry, the wind blew that up.
I don't know how she did it, but she got that roll going. And even while my guy was like, "Nah, we're gonna tape it to everybody. We're trying to give this to the rebels," but whatever.
Yeah, you guys are trying to help the Warritas down there, the revolutionaries, try to break free from that grip control that France has.
Yeah, that's the problem now. Is that after we got past the army, next thing you know, at the Frenchies, the French Foreign Legion, or as I like to call them, the FFL, they came after us, and then it
Hey,
felt
no
like
dirty words in this chat, okay?
That's right. And then it felt like we waited for hours while the French Foreign Legion randomly selected places, and we all got attacked. But then nothing ever happened.
Yeah, well, that's basically where you guys are at, you know. So you guys go ahead and introduce your players, and then we'll get started. And I'll kind of do a little bit more of a recap on what you guys had already started talking about. I'm excited. Let's do it, because you guys are face to face with some French Foreign Legion folk right now.
Oh,
hello.
I am the runs in the Twitch chat, and I play Pissed Off Pete. And I think you can tell he's not very happy all the time, so.
I'm Sylvia in Twitch chat, and I'm playing with Dr. Folly, the mad scientist.
And who's your assistant?
Hey.
So good.
Who's my assistant? I'm Misty Moonlight in the chat, and I play Kit and Caputo.
So good. They're each other's assistants. What's up, Lynx?
I'm Worm Food.
They double.
Hi y'all, I'm Pappy.
Pappy.
I'm Pappy.
And we're missing oh, sorry about that.
No, I was just gonna give people the rundown. Pappy was born in 19. No, I'm just kidding.
18 something.
In 18.
If you got a half an hour, Peppy wants to tell a story.
Yeah. It has to do with. And then I guess we had Wee Willie, he's the blank space there.
Yeah, he's plays Tomoka, a Sioux Native American Indian. All right, so we will go ahead and I'll kind of touch base on, well, kind of recap a little bit of what happens. You guys had done some work for a Mr. James Rogers back in Tombstone, and nothing major, nothing like what you're doing for Mr. Rogers now. I mean, this is like you could die doing this, running guns across the border into Mexico. So he has basically brought all of you together and is paying you quite handsomely. Everyone is getting about $200 apiece, which is basically $1,000 to run this wagon worth of guns, which has 100 rifles, 100 revolvers, and a Gatling gun. Thousands and thousands of rounds for each type of firearm. So this is supposed to help liberate Mexico from French control. And like I said, the year's 1890. This happened in Tombstone. You guys got across the border, but you did actually meet the standing Mexican army down there. And I believe Kit Caboodle is the one that bailed you guys out with her charmish ways and kind of probably showing a little bit of cleavage to the Mexican army, and also losing a few coins to get across the border without them looking into the wagon. So another day later, you guys were traveling nightfall. You guys are basically traveling under nightfall because it's less dangerous for you guys to do so. So as after the second night, uneventful. Although Kit kind of runs off away from the camp, and actually hears a group of riders along with Tomoka, and the sun is just now starting to come up, and in front of you, you had seen, as you started to wind down for the day, because you were traveling through the night. A group of French Legionnaire soldiers are now in your presence, and where we stopped last time was that they want to search the wagon. Any wagon coming into, basically under French order, under French control, any wagon coming into any wagon coming into French control in Mexico will be subject to a search from me and my company. And his head's kind of flapping around, and all. He's got the little bitty floppy head like in South Park. You can just imagine that in Deadlands. So who am I speaking to?
It better be Kit.
It was Kit last, yeah.
Yeah, since she's the one with the persuasion.
I think we already
had it up.
We were already jumping in the fight.
Yeah, I believe that's what we were. I figured we could probably kind of do the RP over a little bit, because we didn't put any of that in the last week's game. So we can RP this out if you guys want to. But the French Legionnaire seems like the man in control. He does want to get a look in the wagon, and he basically dismounts from his horse there. And there are a total of 6 Legionnaires that are dismounting from their horses.
Now, Dave, would I be able to clap my hands and all the horses run off?
Probably not, Pappy. Probably not. I hate to say no to people, and I really love to say yes to everything. Yeah. But that's I don't think you're going to be able to do the clapper and them kind of turn off and just kind of fall over asleep or something.
Well, I know Cappy's up in the driving, and then I think
Foley.
Is Dr. Foley or is Kit with me? I can't remember.
I believe it was Dr. Foley, because I believe Kit was on a horse. Yeah.
And when I saw these French formations,
Crimson Shark, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Put my rifle kind of near my, easy grabbing distance, and then I'm ready with my gun as well, just in case it's going to end up being pistols. But I'm kind of looking all relaxed with the big old smile on my face and the gray whiskers poking out everywhere. And I'll let Kit do all the talking.
Hey now, isn't it somebody else's turn?
So where is this wagon bound for? Who is in charge of this escapade, and is this personal, is this business? Why do you travel into Mexico? French-controlled Mexico, that is.
She kind of pauses a moment, looks at him, and says, it's a personal matter. I don't particularly care to discuss it with you, but if you must know...
I must know, young lady.
We have some wares that we're traveling merchants, and we have some wares that we're trying to peddle to make a living in these hard times.
And what kind of wares are you trying to peddle? Have you gone through the French embassy within Mexico here and regarding the correct permits that you would need to sell your wares in Mexico? And if you do, can you present that paperwork to me? And then I will gladly let you go.
So, no, we weren't aware of that process. However, we have, who was it that we spoke to last time? The Mexican government, the
Mexican military.
Yeah, we did clear this through the Mexican military.
I'll tell you who it is. I think I put it in the in the thing. Let's see if it's still there. In the notes. Oh, none of my stuff's there.
So while this is going on, I'll walk up behind Kit Caputo. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to walk up for a presence, just to make her feel more confident.
Ah, good day, sir. You don't look like you're having... It doesn't look like you're off to a good start today.
No morning looks like I'm off to a good start. I think you were talking to the lady, not me.
No, actually, quite the contrary. I was actually talking to you. You seem like you're a little bit agitated, maybe because we are stopping you and prohibiting your progress on making your coins.
Exactly. We're here to make some money. And
Well,
you're
as
slowing the process down.
well, as long as I was talking to the beautiful lady. And what is your name, young lady?
Kit.
Kit! Meow! So Kit, as I was talking to Kit here, I'm trying to get her to present the proper documentation required by the French offices here that are located in Mexico to deliver any kind of goods to wherever you are traveling. As long as I see that those paperworks, I will gladly let you go. But seems like there seems to be some type of miscommunication, and seems like there were some other dealings with the who did you deal with, the Mexican Standing Army, our allies,
Yes.
or was it the
Yes,
ragtag
the-
Guaritas that we are fighting?
No. Sir, I would not.
It is tabletop, where it's not too good. Hello.
Anything other than
I shall fall to your general direction. I'm not gonna go that route.
Of course, I spoke to the Mexican army at the border, and they gave me their full support and blessing.
Ah,
to
the
cover my
border
wares
post,
here.
and that's You said a border post? We actually have. That is quite interesting. He kind of looks at the couple of the other Foreign Legion officers there and says, "Pierre, do you recall an office there at the border between North and Mexico? Do you remember?" And one guy says, "No, that is no such thing." So it seems like we're in some kind of conundrum here.
Wow.
Perhaps you can direct me to where I need to go to obtain the proper paperwork, and I will be happy to do so.
Are you by chance? Let's get quick to the point here. Would you possibly be smuggling anything into Mexico? Because
So
due to
you have
regulations and
offended me.
standards. Well, if I have offended you, I have not meant to. But as to do my job. I do have to follow the rules set in place for me. Obviously, you have not, which, not to be rude again, not trying to offend you or anything. I know sometimes how you Americans can get easily offended, but I am going to have to take a look inside of your wagon. So if you would be so kind enough to dismount for me, Mrs. Kit. And please let me see what. That's such a funny name. I've never heard an American called Kit before.
Yeah, but all your friends are named Pierre. No,
Pierre.
laissez-le poupou.
So
As soon as he
I
says that, Dave,
Yes.
I stand up and say, "No one is touching this wagon."
Oh, and who are you?
I
Hello.
don't say anything. I pull my wrist up. I have this device on my arm, and I pull it up and I start adjusting the knobs on it.
Okay, as you do that, all of the French soldiers, they all raise their rifles up as well. So it looks like now we are in Mexico and we are possibly going into a
standoff.
Mexican standoff. Yes, correct.
Perfect. That's so awesome. Maybe
So-
I should light that dynamite
So does
now. and throw it
Pappy,
over.
Kit, Piss, you guys are all pulling your weapons too,
Boom.
kind of.
No,
pulls
actually,
both
Kit
mine.
leans over and she says in kind of an alluring tone, she says, surely we can come to some other arrangement.
You got the one gay French guy.
Yeah, no boob is changing this guy's mind.
All right,
But
Pete,
I pull
time to whip
boom.
it out.
Both of them. Both of them out.
Flashes
The
him with
second
the
they pull
cleavage,
theirs
bats
out.
her eyes at him.
Oh, I do not believe that that saloon type of attitude is going to work out here in the desert, man.
Oh well, I'm so sorry to hear. Wait a minute. You know, I think I do have those papers you were asking for. Silly me. It's just a moment. Let me retrieve them.
Well, that's all I've wanted all along.
Of course, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm simply road weary. So while she like fiddles around in her pack, she pulls out her gun and shoots him in the face.
Oh, snap.
I love it. All right, so let's break out the combat tracker. Here we go. Not the chase tracker, Dave. Wrong one. All right, so let's share it with everybody. Everybody should be able to see it now. No problems. Let's get everybody put into, including Tomoka. We'll get everybody put in there. Old Pappy, Pissed Off Pete, Dr. Folly. Dr. Folly's ready too. All right, everybody has their fate chips that's been awarded. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I say? 5 Legionnaires? There were 5 Legionnaires, I think. Yeah, I think 5 Legionnaires. All right. Yeah, I'd say at least 10 or maybe even 20. All right, so I'm gonna.
Everybody has a Siamese brother.
Yeah. You guys can see all of these Legionnaires also. And the last thing, I'm going to pull up the combat map. Wow, so much. Things are working so much easier this time. Wow, don't load 10 gig worth of shit in your game. It'll work fine for you. All right, so we're going to say that you guys are basically at the very top of the map, coming out of one of these small ravines into this opening, and this is basically where you guys were. I'm going to allow you guys to. Basically, we'll say Tomoka's kind of in the back. Pissed Off Pete, you're up there. Dr. Folly, Kit. You guys are pretty much all up here talking to the French Foreign Legion. Look at those nice French Foreign Legion tokens. God bless it. Alright. So that's number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Alright. So guns were drawn. Pretty much here's the one gentleman up there talking to you. Alright. So that's where we're at. Mexican standoff time. Guns were drawn. And let's see who drew what card. Oh, wow! Look at Mrs. Folly with a queen. She gets to go first with a queen of spades. Now remember, when you guys are attacking, you'll see that your token has the white circle around it, so it's your turn. Also, you can see in the tracker as well the little bullets on the left. We'll just move it down whenever it's somebody else's turn. You should get a ping notification when it is your turn also. So, Dr. Folly, it is your turn.
Alright, as I pulled out my arm piece and I started adjusting the knobs on it, you could hear some whirling and some steam or some sounds of whistling and such.
I like it.
Clicking, and suddenly a burst comes from it.
Nice. Is that the discombobulator you made?
It's Dr. Folly's mind scrambulator.
I like it.
Looks like it's working on Pappy.
God damn it! What the hell? Why my mind been scrambulated?
Okay, so whenever you are going to, okay, first off, when it's your turn, you need to make sure you target a token. Now, when you target a token, target a target, you hold down Control and click that token.
Okay, now what if I'm targeting multiple?
Now, how does that scrambler work?
Alright, this thing is, I can hit up to 5 targets within 2 times my smart, 16 squares. And if I pass it, they have to make a smarts roll -2, or be shaken. If I get a raise, it's a smarts roll, or it's a smarts rolls -4.
Okay. Now, what power is this? What weird science power
the actual
is this?
power is confusion.
Confusion? Okay. Is it a power or is it something from mad science?
No, yeah. Well, it's a weird science. But yeah, it's a power. weird science means that you have to make a gizmo out of it.
Yeah, for sure. And I like the way that you called it Dr. Folly's Mind Scrambulator. It's pretty cool. Let's see, smarts times 2, so your smarts is what, 8, so 16. Instilling confusion in enemies is a powerful aid in combat, and the power provides that ability. On a success, a target must make a smarts roll at -2 or be shaken. On a raise, the roll is at -4. So the character may affect up to 5 targets by spending a like amount of additional power points. Well, there's no power points in Deadlands, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is. I'm sorry, this is
Yeah,
not
it's
Hellfrost.
Yeah, Hellfrost.
So so you're gonna spend like amount of power. Yeah, a total of 5 points,
Yeah.
and wow, that's like 1/4 of your spell point pool, I think, right?
Yeah, this. Yeah.
All right,
Worth
so
it, though, to kill
oh
Frenchies.
yeah, all right. So let's
Only
see.
get one gizmo
You get-
at novice, so.
Yeah, and like little sparks of lightning are coming out of this thing, and you can hear the crackling of like energy. It's pretty cool. I would
Yeah, I
like
like it.
love to see that. All right, so you're basically you can control, just hit control and click on each token, and you should affect everything.
Does she get a cone or anything like that?
No,
For
no, it
this thing,
doesn't.
no?
No.
Oh, she usually wears a cone.
Alright, now. Now, where would I drop the dice roll?
All right, so now that they've all been hit by your mind scrambulator, I'm gonna have to do the smarts rolls.
Okay.
So let's see. You rolled an 8, which is a DC of 4, and then you got the raise for the 8. So that would mean that they get a -4 to their rolls, correct?
Yeah.
So I would do smart rolls -4. All right. That's pretty vicious, especially seeing that these are, they're not wild cards, so it's not like they get a bunch of different
Yeah, they don't get a lot of smarts.
dice. No.
Science is vicious, Dave.
No.
It sure is. All right,
She might
so
take everybody out.
there's a
No, I can only
possibility.
shake them.
Yeah.
I was gonna give like a stick of dynamite to Tom and have him suicide it.
Run in
First
there, Tom,
one
that's what we do.
makes a successful smarts check. The second one, which will be, let's see, I'll kind of make it. It's where this is Legionnaire number 2. Smarts check failed. So what is he going to be, shaken?
Yeah, just shake.
Okay.
Yeah, not spared, Dave.
Thank you. So he's going to be shaken. You can see the icon there. Alright, so Legionnaire 4. Smarts roll. Made it. Well, no, -4, which would be 0. Definitely did not make it. This guy is definitely shaken too, which would be Legionnaire 4. Then there's Legionnaire 3. -4, which is another fail. So that is shaken also. And last but not least, Legionnaire 5. Smarts roll. And that's a 5 -4, which is a failure also. So basically they're all failed, pretty much.
All except one.
Except for the one.
Now throw a dynamite in the middle of him.
I say, quickly, I've looked the most stupid with my mind scrambulator.
I feel woozy.
Nice job there, Dr. Folly. I like it.
Good shot. Good shot.
So all these guys are kind of staggering back as this type of energy comes. Just, I don't know. You describe this, what your trapping is to that. I have no clue what your trapping is.
Yeah, it was kind of, as you described it, kind of a burst centered on my armband, and it just shot out in all directions. But with the dials and controls, I can focus the beams to where I need them to be, hitting these guys in front of me.
So it's like
with
sort of like
with
a
the most power.
like lightning energy coming out of this thing, kind of arcing and hitting everyone.
Yeah, kind of like a burst shockwave type.
Pretty
thing.
cool. I like it. I like it. All right, so let's go
After I do
to
that, though, I
yeah.
want to lower my arm and draw my dragoon.
Okay, sure. You get it pulled out. Pissed off Pete. Are you gonna shoot? Because you would get
I'm gonna shoot Dave.
No.
Don't shoot Dave.
All right, pissed off Pete. What are you gonna do? You gonna do any movement or?
Yeah, I got Kit in front of me, so I do like a side swipe over here, and I'm gonna go after this guy that's shaking.
All right, there you go. Control target. There you go.
And I drop it on the guy, correct?
Inside of the combat tracker, yeah. So you're attacking Legionnaire number 2. So you would basically find Legionnaire 2 in the tracker and just drop it right on Legionnaire 2.
Fighting, right? I'm sorry.
No, shooting. Remember, if you're shooting, it would be shooting. Way to go, Runs.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Holy crap, man!
Holy shit! A 22.
You shot through me the other
Yeah,
way.
you definitely hit. You definitely got a raise. Too bad you only get one 1d6. Now on the bottom left-hand side, that plus damage should have lit up, right? It's sort of like yellowish now. Lower left-hand corner, it says plus damage.
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. So you're going to get an additional d6 on your damage. So go ahead and drop the damage now on Legionnaire number 2, and let's see what happens. And this guy's shaking. So, wow, yeah, you do a total of 14 damage to this guy, or is it? How much damage do you do? I didn't see the damage. Did you? I saw a dice roll. Did you?
I rolled my.
You did
Colt
shooting
Peacemaker.
again. You got to do the damage this time, bud. Jesus Christ!
I grabbed the gun instead of the dice icon. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. 18 damage. You had another explosion there. Wow. Yeah, you basically do quite a few. He's got a toughness of a 6. So 6, you did 1 wound at 10, 2 wounds at 14, 3. You basically, where'd you shoot him? I mean, it is crazy.
So I went for his throat area.
Yeah, you basically shot him, took his head off. Basically, I mean, especially with your gun, it's just devastating damage. This guy's gone.
So I get another shot too. I got
Yep.
two-fisted for ambidextrous.
Yep, you sure do. So where's your second shot going to go? You don't have any penalties or nothing like that because of your ambidextrous and. Okay, so you're going to go over
this
there.
guy.
All right. Yeah, that guy's kind of staggering there too. So he's been discombobulated. Kind of worked out perfect. The doctor got that off. All right, so your attack with the Colt Peacemaker's a hit with a 5, and now roll your damage again. All right, so you do a total of 5 plus 1, which is lucky. You just hit the threshold for toughness, killing this guy as well. He is now incapacitated.
+1, right?
Yep, the +1 saved you on that. So now he is incapacitated. So let's get rid of him. Legionnaire number 5. I didn't put the blood splatter up there. Damn it. I was hoping it would put the blood splatter up there. I'll have to check the settings for that. And Legionnaire number 2 is also dead. Alright, so Legionnaire number 5 is dead. Kit, you are up now, as several of the Legionnaires have already dropped down. Alright, looks like you've got one of the Legionnaires targeted.
Yeah, that one. So do I drag the shooting thing over, or do I just drag the little gun?